You don't like my style? Get out of my arena! You don't like my style? Get out of my world! Get out of my universe! For tonight, all beauty must die.
Written, produced, and directed by Boston film family CEO Richard Chandler, Parts Unknown is a story about how the infamous von Strasser family of professional wrestling fame seek to violently reclaim the notorious status through supernatural means, despite being blackballed by forces within the industry. The movie stars retired pro wrestler / actor William Dikoff, pro wrestling manager / actress Lizzie Havoc, and Boston film family alumni Alexandra Capoli, Alexander Huck, and Sarah Michelle. This is not the first wrestling horror combination that we've had the pleasure of reviewing, as 2013's Pro Wrestlers vs Zombies gave us Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Matt Hardy, Shane Douglas, and more fighting off the undead. While that had plenty of wrestling pedigree, it lacked a hell of a lot elsewhere. Parts Unknown is a different breed, dealing with grittier side of the graps and delivering some eye-wateringly violent moments. So the film's focus is the von Strasser family and what they will do to make sure they go down in history. Herman, played by William Dikoff, makes a deal with an evil entity called a Holiness to satisfy its need for blood. He teams up with Lacey, who played by Lizzie Havoc, a young wrestler that has just about given up on life. Her problems are many, none so more than Kitty, Sarah Michelle, the younger sister of Herman, who harbours a serious grudge against her. The indie-style wrestling has a real griminess to it, grindhouse-like. To go with that feel, Parts Unknown doesn't cheap out in the gore or violence. There's death matches with blood spurting out in copious amounts. It would probably be too much if Parts Unknown was trying to be anything but an uber-violent, twisted wrestling horror mashup. With that in mind, you have to be prepared for what it brings, including some dodgy acting. A mix of just bad acting and over-the-top campiness. At times it's cringeworthy, and at others it's hilariously entertaining. As a wrestling fan, Sarah Michelle's cartoonish villainy is incredibly entertaining, but William Dikoff's Herman's angry psycho is fairly pedestrian. The stand-up performance comes from Lizzie Havoc, who brings a little bit of sanity to the film, and her tortured soul character makes you kind of root for her. As entertaining as Parts Unknown is, it does run out of steam as the occult side of things take over from the wrestling side of things. The plot begins to drift away, and it starts to resemble something more like a comic book than a grindhouse exploitation flick. It is pretty unique though, and there's plenty of fun to be had if you can stomach the hefty dose of gore.